mental health?
No, how long was the mental health? Mental health wasn't present. It was Stacy Hollis. She's the counselor, the director counselor that I was telling you about.
Mm-hmm.
Deputy Warden Hollinsworth. Deputy Warden Hollinsworth. And Staff Lieutenant, I believe he's still a Staff Lieutenant Schaefer's.
Mm-hmm. So just to make sure we got what's going on now. The officials at the institution, some of the officers and came in and counselors came in and talked to you about what, 15, 20 minutes ago. Right?
Yeah, but we spoke earlier. Remember, I called you.
Right.
And while I was while I was talking to my mom, they came back. But this time she came back. She came back with the deputy warden and the staff lieutenant.
Who's the deputy warden?
She said that the deputy warden is Hollinsworth. It's the same lady. Deputy warden's Hollinsworth. I gotta try to get her name, her first name.
Okay, and who else?
It was Staff Lieutenant Schaefer's. He's a male.
Mm-hmm.
Stacy Holland. She's the counselor. She worked for DOC. Not mental health, for DOC. And then it was Deputy Warden. The other CO was just he's the sergeant that's running the bill, and I can't remember his name offhand. He's the guy that keeps trying to take the tablet. He's saying that somebody got a legal call. I got like 3 to 5 minutes. Okay,
so you live on Facebook. So tell the listeners what's going on right now.
Our staff, after we had the conversation, they basically was explaining, Ms. Hollis was basically explaining to me that she went and spoke to the warden. The warden had said that he's okay. He agreed. Allow me to go to 21. It's the mental health bill, but I will not be receiving treatment. 21A here, I will just basically be over there being housed. Now, she doesn't know what I'm allowed to have, but she's saying she thinks that I'll be able to get my radio. However, it won't be no treatment involved. She said the warden he agreed to evaluate me every 30 days for 90 days to see how I'm doing, to allow me to go to 19. He said he agreed to them terms for her to work with me weekly with my mental health. She did state that. So I explained to them, my parents, I said, well, it all sounds good to me, but it needs to be in writing. I said, however, my family's concerns are my mental health treatment, my property that y'all keep taking from me, and what's going to happen with my property, and my inmate account. Because y'all got, you know what I mean? It's extortion. My family want to know about how they can address my account and why y'all have me in debt. She said, oh, I forgot about that. But she was like, well, that was the deal that we had. And he said that as soon as the medical clear you, you can go to 21. So the deputy warden, Hollinsworth, basically spoke to me. She said, listen, Ms. Tucker, you know what I mean? I'm giving you my word, and I have no reason not to give you my word, and so forth. And they're like, well, we're not signing nothing because it's against the law. I said, no, that's not true. I said, anytime y'all wanted me to do something or y'all require me to do something, even if I don't want to do it, I'm required to sign. I said, y'all have been lying to me and telling me stuff so much. Word of mouth is not good enough. If you can't do it in writing or have my family be aware, I can't do it. And I said, I can't write and have y'all sign or speak on my behalf. Y'all all work together. Granted, me and Stacey Hollis is planning on working together, but she's not on my side. They all work for them. Thank you. I got more time. He said I'm good. I was rushing. So I basically explained to them that I don't feel comfortable taking your word of mouth. If you're telling me that you can't do it, it doesn't sound right. She said, well, you know what I mean? My word is good. Like, I have no reason. I said, listen, first and foremost, y'all gave me your word that y'all wasn't talking to me. Y'all gave me your word that I was going to the shoe. Everything that you said was inaccurate. All your staff and mental health, they asked, well, here. Mental health signed off on y'all, promised me to go to the compound, and y'all lied. It didn't happen. So I can't take your word. So they basically walked off and came back and was indicating, all right, well, if I drink, they can send me to 21. As long as I don't get no write-ups, they'll move forward. And I explained to them that you can write me up for anything. How do I know that it's not going to happen? What is the insurance to that? They can't give me none of that. So basically after that happened or whatever, they walked out. You know what I mean? I gave my respects. I appreciate them. They said they'll see me in a couple of days. And Staff Lieutenant Shavers come back and basically take the tablet from me and shut the door, and explains to me, well, I knew you for a couple of years. They're so convinced that I'm such an animal and I'm out of control. I said, listen, man, I did everything they asked me to do, and that's not the case. He explained to me, well, listen, I'm telling you right now, if they walk out, the deal is walking out with them now. I advise you to do that. You should ask your family. I'm pretty sure they'll be more happy if you ate than what you think that people on the outside is going to help you. All they're doing is taking all this information and they're going to make it seem like they're offering you stuff and you're just disregarding it. I said, listen, man, I'm not, I told him before he left, I said, like I explained to y'all, I'm not making no decisions without my family. My family is my support system, and if they don't confirm and they're not okay with it, I'm not agreeing to it, period. And if it's not in writing, I can almost guarantee you that they're not going to be in agreement with it. So I appreciate and I respect what y'all saying, but your word is not good enough. And as long as you just giving me word of mouth, I have no reason to trust or believe nothing that none of y'all say. Simple as that. So, no, I said it sounds like it's a way to manipulate me, because once I leave, you know what I mean, basically you can do the same thing. So Deputy Warren Hollingsworth indicated that, well, if that's the case and we don't move you, Mr. Tucker, issue, you can just stop eating again. And I explained to them, why would I want to do that? I went 27 days. Do you think this is easy? Why would I want to restart? You can just do it now. What is the issue with you signing? It's not adding up right. Then he's gonna say, well, I'm gonna listen to the phone call and see what your family has to say about it, and see if they think that this is the right avenue to go, if they would rather you eat. So, you know what I mean? I figured I'd bring it to my family, and if you bring it to Facebook, bring it to the opinion of the people. Do we think that I should give up and quit, or that they should do their job, or does something just don't it seem off? Why wouldn't you want to? I'm obligated under law to a treatment plan anyway. And there's a Kevin. He used a person named Kevin something. I'm going to get his name. He said, well, he did the same thing that you did. He lasted for approximately 40 days, and the only thing he ended up is with a bad heart. So what is the point? What was that?
Well,
just because
let's throw that question out to Facebook and all the listeners. Do you think that Bub B Tucky Tuc should surrender, or do you think he should fight for what is right? Because if you asked me, I raised you to fight for what you know is right. Now, if they want to know whether or not I want you to die, you know, I placed it in God's hands a long time ago, 8 years ago. And it's going to be God's will that's going to be done. Now, if the prison thinks that I'm going to override God in you, they're greatly mistaken. They're greatly mistaken.
It's going in and out. It's going in and out. Hey, Mom.
No, it's just me.
Yeah, it's just me. All right, man. I kind of wanted to hear what she had to say too.
Go ahead.
What?
That
Here
is the question. Like, hey, Mom. You feel as though that you would rather me eat and allow them to keep victimizing me and abusing me, or do you feel as though that you support what I'm doing and you think that I should stand up for what I believe in and for what's right?
You should stand up for what you believe in. Because of you, it's going to help other people.
So you agree and you support that, even though we understand the risk that I'm taking, that I have the support of my mother.
Yes, you do.
Hey, Dad, the same question to you. How do you feel?
You got my support. You always had my support. I'm in it for the long haul. So that question don't even have to be even answered by me, because you already know. They know.
Well, it said what it said, and at the end of the day, other than God, my life belongs to my mom and my dad, and as long as I got y'all approval, Either one or two things gonna happen. Y'all gonna fight for my life, they gonna do what's right, or ain't nothing. Ain't nothing. And that's hearing my mom say that, they better believe that I'm gonna suffer as much as I can suffer until I die. Because exactly what she said, and I feel the same way. And Mom, thank you for supporting me and understanding. And Dad, I'm with you. Man, you taught me to be a fighter and fight for what I believe in. I ain't quitting. I don't believe in quitting. I ain't gonna teach my kids to quit. I ain't gonna support nobody on Facebook or in prison that's quitters. So that's what it is. If I gotta die and suffer, that's what it is. They gonna do what they supposed to do. I'm gonna die. And if my life has to be sacrificed for other people, I know that my family gonna fight to make sure it don't happen to nobody else. So I'm cool.
That's right. That's right. No deal. Unless it's in writing.
Ain't nothing.
No deal unless it's in writing.
No deal unless it's in writing. Unless it's in writing, that's what it is, man. He said he was going to check it out. I hope he come back so I can make sure. Did you hear what my mom and them had to say? Matter of fact, check it out. What's on Tony Lamont Dunn?
So on Facebook, Tony Lamont Dunn. They can look on YouTube at Pimpin' Preachers.
You gotta take it off speaker for a second because you're going in and out. You know how I go on the tablet.
Yeah. They can see it on Facebook at Tony Lamont Dunn. Put in it just like that, Tony Lamont Dunn, or they can look at it on YouTube on Pimpin' Preachers. And I also got a Twitter page. They can look at it on Twitter and Instagram. Pimpin' Preachers. You'll see Bub B Tucky Tuc.
That's all it is, man. And I'm gonna make sure they know, man. Go ahead and listen to it and go check it out on the website, man. We in this for the long haul, man. Ain't nothing. They might as well go ahead and try their tricks now and try to manipulate the system or something and lie and say that I quit or something. I thought that I ain't gonna hold you. I thought he was gonna come here and say to take the bill, but we ain't letting you get back on the joint. I knew y'all was gonna snap if I ain't talking to y'all in the next 24 to 48 hours.
Yeah, we got our marching papers.
Mom, hey Mom.
Yeah, baby.
Hey Mom.
Yeah.
I love you, Mom. You hear me?
I love you too.
And like you said earlier, man, God got it. God's in control.
That's right.
That's right.
We don't care who else think they're in control, as long as we know God in control.
Amen.
Amen. Hallelujah.
Hey, old man, if I'm slow on Facebook, man, to the people, man, Florida Aki's a low Akbar, man. Hey, man, stay strong, man. It ain't over, man. What they say, it ain't over to the fat lady sing. And I got a long way from getting fat, and I definitely ain't no female, so they better work on something, you hear me?
That's right.
Better work on something. Ain't nothing, man.
I told you, God.
My kids, moms, and my kids, man.
I told you, God sent you here on this earth for a reason.
Hey, man, look. We had the conversation. You already know how I feel. I know that they do listen to this. They probably gonna be like, man, they gonna have a different respect for something, man. They don't know the family I came from. My grandma ain't raised no fool. You hear me, Dad?
That's right.
My grandma ain't put the blood. My grandma and grandpa ain't put the blood in no fools. I'll tell you that.
That's right.
They better off killing me there self. That's what they might as well do, because it's real simple. In the Facebook scene, it's real simple. Call my family. Let them. Matter of fact, call my family. Go on Facebook Live and confirm to the people, man, we gonna give you some treatment. We gonna help you.
That's right.
You don't gotta write nothing down. Tell the people. The people's entitled to that.
That's right.
People entitled to that. Man, we gonna make some changes. We gonna help. If the warden really want to help, let him go out there and give a public announcement or give a speech. He has some concerns in the prison. Although, you know what I mean, we dealing with the corona, we want to try to make some change for the people. Let us buy our own tablets so we can have programs on the tablets. If that's the issue, let us get some of that government money that the prison is getting for us that they ain't sharing with us. Let us get some tablets and some resources.
Education.
Not for a change. You don't want to put nothing in writing. Go ahead. Give it to the people. It is how it is. Where this governor at? Where this lady that keep talking about she cared? Make sure you send her a copy of this message. Since she cared, everything's so good in James T. Boone Correctional Institution. Why we not get... Why is my sale leaking? Not that I'm complaining, because if they move it, they only gonna move me somewhere worse or do more problems and call me or more issues. That's how it really is, Dad. Look, I put all my stuff on the bed with me and just got on the bed. They came here and mopped the floor flooded. Guess what I did? Nothing. I ain't complaining. They came here, hey, Tucker, what are you doing to the floor? Oh, it gotta be Tucker. Tucker did it, because I'm just in the cell and I'm a black man.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Yeah.
I ain't got out of the bed since I got in the shower. I'm on an IV, but I flooded the cell.
Like, it's all mental, man. It's mental.
Man, they better start praying, because they're going to need to attack me spiritually to stop this. Ain't nothing.
Yeah. Well,
they need a Torah Katab and the Holy Scriptures to stop me.
That's right. That's right.
Matter of fact, they need to give you back your holy scriptures.
Yeah,
they didn't pay for them.
I told them, man, they didn't pay. They ain't even respond to the grievance. My holy scriptures, none of my books, my new Jim Crow they keep taking.
Well, somebody, best believe somebody in there got their hands on their holy scripture.
Yeah, you already got it.
Thank you for using GTL.
Well, that was live again. Once again, this has been a blessing to let y'all hear live what's going on inside of the institution at James T. Vaughn, how they try to manipulate the minds of Afro-Americans and Latinos and poor people in general, people that are uneducated, people that are deprived of education and deprived of being mentally sound. These are the things that's going on inside of the state that you live in. Now, for you to know what's really going on, what you have to do is you have to start participating, be involved, and get support from them. Because if we don't support them, ain't nobody gonna support them. No matter what, they take their belongings and they do all kinds of things to them. Listen, folk. I'm not talking just from what my son and what Bub B Tucky Tuc is saying. I'm talking from experience. I've been in there. I know what they do in there. It's just degrading to a human. And, we say we out of the Jim Crow era. We out of the Willie Lynch era. But are we really out of those eras of those slave holders that was holding back our ancestors? Ask yourself that. Ask yourself, are you truly free? And if your answer is not really, then you should fight on what you know to be true. Peace.
Yeah.
You still on there?
Yeah.
Nah.
No.
17 minutes.